Hello everyone, a very good afternoon and welcome to Spotlight with Suman. Good afternoon Anjali. Hi Sushma. Hi Shivani. Hi Smriti. Hi Shubh. Hi Bhavya. Yes Shivani, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. I hope all of you are safe. Hi Meghna. Hi Himali. Good afternoon. Good afternoon everyone. Hello Sana. So some of you would be wondering what is this platform all about. So what we do over here is that I interview one image consultant and a soft skills trainer. So sometimes they are only image consultant or they could be only soft skills trainer or a combination, and we understand that what kind of work they are doing in the market. So I am basically the co-founder and director of Image Consulting Business Institute. My name is Suman Agarwal. So let's understand what is image consulting. And image consulting basically is a profession where it's all about somebody who's working with a client to make them look good, feel great, and perform better by enhancing their appearance, behavior, and communication along with digital footprint. And soft skills are all about enhancing interpersonal attributes. They are a combination of people skills, social skills, and communication skills. So let us see who's my guest for today. So my guest for today is Trupti Nachne. She's a certified image consultant and a soft skills trainer. She's from Thane. So let us see if she's already joined in. Trupti, where are you? She's a very senior image consultant from ICBI. Let's see if she's already here. Trupti, if you're already here, if you could send a joining request. Yes, she's already here, so I'm just accepting her request. Let's see if she's. Oh, yes, she's here. Hi, Trupti.
Hi, ma'am. I think
How are you doing?
be
Great to
back.
see you here after a very long time.
Yes, very great to see you as well, ma'am. So nice to see you actually. Really long time.
Yes, yes, yes. And ever since this lockdown has happened, I have not been able to see anybody. I mean, thanks to the lockdown situation, I mean, we
I
are like
think,
totally out of touch with so many
yes,
people around us.
yes. And we are really missing ICBI coming to office over there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
So I
long.
also get to see the office once in a while, especially when I'm doing this live interaction. Otherwise, it's hardly any situation where I get to see the office. I am mostly working from home, so there is
Right.
hardly any situation where I get to visit the office. So I am lucky though, but just because I'm very close to the office because I just stay 5 minutes away from the office. So that way, at
Okay.
least I get the opportunity to visit the office once in a while. Otherwise, there's hardly any opportunity.
Yeah. For us, it's totally from home. It's been more than a year and we're all at home. So I think we are getting used to this now. Now everything is not.
How are you coping up with this entire situation and this lockdown and this pandemic? I mean, it must be really difficult. I mean, working from home all throughout. I mean, it must be
It
quite
is
stressful
actually.
also at times.
It is, I must admit, because initially we were totally unprepared for this kind of a thing, of course, all of us, and we were all thrown a lot of surprises, and coping would mean coping with work at home, work from home, and then managing everything, and then trying to create some kind of system where we all stay sane and healthy, and yet try to focus on what needs to be done. So I think now it's been so long, and we have all gotten used to it, and I think most of our systems are working well now. So everything is set at home. Work wise, I've created this little space where I work from, and then I dedicate my time and space to this particular area, and that's how you cope, after work. So then my family knows that this is the time I'm working and I'm inside. So it's like a cave. I've gone in and then I'm going out and I'm doing all the work
But
at
do you
home.
have like a dedicated time for yourself, or you just work at
Yeah.
any given point of time? I mean, do you have like a schedule?
Yes, yes. I've created like a schedule so that, everybody knows that this is the time that I would be working, especially my daughter, because otherwise it's endless, they would come in anytime. She's small. So now she also understands mom has her workshops going on at this time, or, so I schedule it such that there's a fixed time that I work, and that's how I do it.
Perfect, perfect. So tell me, what were you doing prior to joining ICBI? How did it all start?
Okay, so ma'am, my background is that I am an engineer and an MBA. So
Wow.
like any other, yeah, so like any other engineering MBA grad, I was working in a corporate, and so I've been lucky enough to have a flavor of various industries. So prior to MBA, I was in technology in Larsen and Toubro. Then I moved to FMCG sector in Perfetti Van Mel. So that is the one that makes Alpenleadways and Mentors and all of those. Then I did my MBA, post which I was doing marketing and taking care of the service and delivery in Idea Telecom, so telecom industry. So there was a lot of different industries that I operated in. Luckily, an early age of my corporate life. Then after I got married and I had a baby, I took a sabbatical, and then is when I came in touch with, I had the time to really think whether I want to go back to corporate. I introspected a lot what I wanted to do further, and then of course I think how ICBI happens to all of us, ICBI happened to me. So yeah, and that was what I was doing before ICBI. Yeah.
And what inspired you to take up image consulting as a career? I mean, what out of all the options that were there, I mean, how did you manage to explore and pick ICBI? I mean, out of all the other options that were available at that point of time.
Yes. Actually, it wasn't very planned. I was seeing a lot of ICBI ads and going through them, and it somehow it clicked with me. And I went and I met the person who was in the Thane office here that time, and we had a great conversation. And I was trying to understand. So overall, I understood that image management or image consulting is dealing with two things that really generally clicked with me. The one was branding and the other was people. So branding, anyways, I was doing through my marketing days in prior. But then this was a new angle to it. So right now, what we do as image consultants is personal branding. So I kind of put two and two together, and anyways, from my early days, I kind of knew my strength was in interpersonal communication, and I thought I could connect with people, I could stand on stage, speak, I could influence, and so I had a good amount of confidence in those skills. So I thought, let me, try this. So once I started with ICBI, and still I wasn't sure that this is the career I was going to be in, I thought, let me take it up for my self development. Anyways, I'm on a sabbatical. So let me develop myself and try. But then once I started the course, it clicked so well with me, ma'am. And you know, something sometimes you click with a person and you're inseparable. So something like this happened with me and this work. And as I upgraded my program and then I completed the course, I did my certifications and everything. Post which I started getting training work little by little, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. And that's when I thought, you know, there's no looking back now. Let me give my heart and soul to this. So that's how this happened, you know. And this was long back. It's been good 7, 8 years now, ma'am.
So I've actually noticed that a lot of women, I mean, when they take a sabbatical, especially when they have a child and, when they have a situation where they feel that a child or their family needs more time and attention, and they need to have more time they need to give more time to their family than to their profession. That is the time when they go through a threshold in life.
Hmm.
This is when they realize that, I mean, they need to have a work life balance, and they need to go through, they need to introspect that, what needs more priority. Is it the profession, or is it their family? And, there is a dilemma that whether,
Yes.
what needs more time and more attention. And this is where image consulting is like a win-win situation. It's more lucrative as compared to any other profession that you can pick
I
and
agree.
choose.
Yes,
So,
yes, I totally
so,
agree.
so do you think that, I mean, people who are looking for a lucrative profession or an option, this looks like one of the most viable option to choose out of all the
Yes.
options that are available?
Yes, yes. And someone who has the capability and the liking toward this definitely should try this because, like you said, you know, when we are talking of work-life balance, this gave me a lot of time flexibility. To when I started off, my daughter was 1 or 2 years old, and I actually got enough time to be with her, to be around the family as was required, and yet focus on something that I really like to do. So that ways I try to keep a balance, and of course, as you go ahead, you know, everybody understands and everything falls in place. And that's what happened with me. Now everybody knows the work that I do, and they support me, and it's going great because I'm able to balance both.
This was, in fact, my next question, that you have a very enriching corporate journey with organizations like L&T, Idea Telecom, etc. What made you think of making a shift from being an employee to becoming your own boss? I mean, that is something which is like, I mean, sometimes it is out of choice, sometimes it is not out of choice that you become your own boss. So, was this out of choice for you, or was this out of this dilemma that I need to spend more time, or what is it? I mean, was this like a deliberate choice, or this was a conscious decision?
Actually, it was a bit of both, honestly. So when I started off with ICBI, like I said, I had no plan, and you know, being a corporate person, I thought that I'll do this and I'll probably get back to corporate. However, something happened in between, and I really felt passionate towards this work. So then I made a deliberate choice. So it was, you know, a transition from, okay, let me try this to deciding that, no, this is what I want to do. And
But
then once the decision,
do you actually think that you would ever go back to a corporate now?
no, no, I don't think I will be able to do it at all, not at all. So the kind of life and freedom that this gives, and honestly, the work, ma'am, I don't know if going back to a 9 to 5. I mean, no, not that any corporate is 9 to 5 anymore,
Yeah,
but
honestly.
I don't think I would want to go back. Initially, I had my hinges because you know I come from a B school, and all my batchmates and me, everybody was placed in good firms, and we are all doing well, we are all earning well. And so, you know, that happens in your mind. There's so much going on. Are you really ready to quit and do something totally different? But I think over the time, it's you want to just prove it to yourself and you forget about everything else, and you know that if you are capable and you're happy, then that's your success. I mean, then I stopped at a point, I just stopped comparing with anyone and everyone, you know.
True,
So
true.
I was happy.
So you are happy in your comfort zone that you have created for yourself now.
Yeah, you can say that. However, this is a nice comfort zone, but I always try to push myself to do different things, you know. So when I realize that there is a great comfort zone happening, I try and say, okay, let's do something, Trupti, let's try something new, different. So that's how I am, I think.
Perfect. So, as an image consultant and a corporate trainer, what kind of assignments do you undertake?
Okay, so it's been a great journey. It's been a there have been a variety of things, honestly, on my plate. And I started off doing one-on-one consultations, and there were a lot of people that I've consulted, both men, women, and in both the aspects, you know, appearance management and soft skills training, mainly focusing on communications, etiquette, behavioral skills, those kind of things. So I've worked with professionals and you know, startup entrepreneurs. Those were the kind of people I was catering to. Then I started doing slowly by slowly. I got into corporate training, and where now I work a lot on corporate grooming and you know, executive and leadership presence. So those are the topics that I generally deal with. Of course, there's etiquette all along. I do a lot of etiquette classes and workshops with people. Uh, I also do open workshops. So that was a little challenging in the beginning, because we don't know how, though we understand it technically, we don't know when you're actually practically doing it, marketing your workshop, and then talking to people, following up, and you know, all these nitty-gritties that basically you're one man army and you're doing everything. So that's what we were doing, open workshops. And then in the way, I also started working with children. And that I really enjoyed doing, truly, because somewhere I saw the you know, response that they were giving me, and the results from it were wonderful. So I also work on social and emotional skills with children. So those are the kind of activities. So that would be in schools or through open workshops in colleges. So different variety of stuff is there, and I like doing a lot of different things always. So that's how I keep it.
So, what kind of assignments are you taking now during the pandemic? Because during the lockdown, are you doing a lot of virtual assignments or how does it work?
Yes, so everything, ma'am, has shifted online. So now, currently, if you ask me, I have been focusing currently on a lot of children's work. So a lot of youth excellence programs we are working on. I work in collaboration, you know, in whatever aspect I work in, I have started working in collaboration with a lot of other industry experts. So whether it is to do with styling, or whether it is to do with children's workshops, or some mind, image and mind as a combination. So I kind of collaborate with certain other people, and that's how we put together. Currently, your question was currently what I'm doing. So I'm working on a lot of youth excellence programs. So be it social etiquette or personal effectiveness, or we are also working on a teen empowerment program. So for teenagers. So these are the variety of programs that we do for children, and that is my current, you know, the one that I'm focusing on right now.
Great.
I think it's also because it's summertime and a lot of schools are, you know, in their vacation mode. So a lot of kids and parents become active during this time, and they kind of try to look for. So this is something that goes, you know, seasonal, I can say.
So I have actually spoken to a lot of image consultants, and I have been in touch with a lot of them, and they feel that during pandemic, in fact, during the lockdown, they have realized that they have uh, felt that their business has increased tremendously, especially during the lockdown, because they feel that there are no geographical boundaries anymore because everybody has gone on online. So, do
Yes.
you also feel the same? I mean, since there are no limitations in terms of geographical boundaries, and everybody's, able to have a global reach.
Hmm. So
So, do you
yeah,
think
these
that
are
that
such
reach
tough.
has
Yes, yes,
also?
yes, yes,
So,
ma'am. Totally.
what are your views about it?
Uh, so of course these are tough times, and we're all home for the reason that the pandemic. However, there are like how it has helped certain individuals who are working from home. Similarly, like for me also, when we did certain workshops through the pandemic, we have been doing different variety of workshops, and never have I had people attending from uh, Chandigarh to Chennai to from anywhere and everywhere. So which was like a wow factor for us, that okay, this means that we can really expand. That was one aspect of it. Even in the children's part, so I kind of there were a lot of these new platforms that came up, which kind of help consultants like us to get the leads, or they kind of do the marketing. And so because as individuals, if you're working, of course you have a team who works for you, but not always it is possible for us to sit and do everything, right? So you kind of again connect and collaborate with such platforms who are in touch, or who are able to market all over the world. So through such platforms also I connected with students to you in USA, Hong Kong, and I am working with those kids currently as well. So it has helped a lot in that sense. So there is a lot of excitement when it comes to catering to people outside your zone, because otherwise you would be in Mumbai or Thane and then trying
True,
your
true, true.
best to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Trupti, share with us one of the most interesting work experiences and what has been different about it.
Okay. There have been many. Though I really truly love training, the one assignment that I had, which was very interesting and different, was not a training assignment. It was that of being a catalog stylist. So I
Catalog
was
stylist.
catalog stylist.
Wow.
So it wasn't like called catalog stylist. At that time, I didn't realize that what the work I was doing was actually that of a catalog stylist, which I came to know later when, we go through, read a lot about styling and its different types. What kind of work are we doing really? Because it's new for us also sometimes. So I was working, this was some years back. I was working with a startup which was a corporate wear for women. It was a bespoke corporate wear for women brand, and in Mumbai. And let me tell you, ma'am, that time I literally used a lot of my technical expertise. And so everything that we have learned, so everything. So your clustering, body shapes, and all the work, the knowledge that you have, I put it to use for that experiment and that assignment. And that is why I found it so interesting. So we created, like, for every body shape, we created a cluster of designs that would work for them. So because it was bespoke, it was all dependent on the shape of a person, a woman. So for every, we kind of took all the different variations and we worked around that and we created that. The wow factor for me then was when it all got implemented. All those recommendations, I could see they were all getting manufactured. There was a shoot which was done for the marketing of that, ad shoot, and it actually comes on their website and stuff. So that was like very, very fulfilling for me. It went to a point I kind of we got into a very good professional relationship with the owner, and then one day she also offered me to be a part of her company. So which was the really the most wow factor. However, for other personal reasons, it did not we could not take it forward. But just being offered to be a co-founder of your client, which was really, an achievement for me. That's what I felt. So that was something very interesting and different for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh, we are considered, especially the education industry. We are considered to be a part of the recession-proof industry. But why do you think image consulting and soft skills training is recession-proof?
Hmm. I think now, ma'am, more and more people are becoming aware and they are giving importance to their well-being. So when I say well-being, I also mean that they are giving importance to their productivity. They are giving importance to being pain-free. Whether it is also, simply being pain-free from deciding what to wear tomorrow. Okay, so they are now realizing this, and that is why at any point in time, we will always have people who would want any of these different services. So I think rather than calling us recession free, it is also the onus is also on us to be a little more open minded. If we say, no, I'm going to only work, only do this, when such a time comes when we are going through certain recession, maybe the corporate would not be giving you certain jobs, at that time why not look at some other option, why not look at the individuals who would be ready to invest in themselves, and so when the recession goes up, they want to get promoted, they want to get a better job, so try and focus on those people. So I think if we are more open minded, then we can totally be recession proof. There's always someone whom we can cater to. Look at students. Parents are always ready to do the best for them. There is never a recession in that industry. So I think it's upon us to make it recession proof.
And I think with the current situation, there is always more competition.
Yes, always.
There is always more insecurity. And whenever there is more competition, more insecurity, there is always a need to become better.
Yes.
And when
In fact,
you have the need to become better, you always need somebody professional to help you in this regard.
yes. So the number of inquiries have gone up so much that during these times, that I mean, not all, of course, you cannot convert each and every inquiry you get. However, the fact is that we are seeing it, that people are reaching out to more and more professionals like us.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. And I've also seen that a lot of our image consultants have started getting a lot of work during this time.
Yeah, true.
And that is
And
what
there is work for everyone, ma'am. There is actually work for everyone.
that is what has made me believe in this industry even more during this time, that we are not somebody who are into superficial gloss, who are into just something which is temporary. We are doing something
Yes.
which is absolutely meaningful.
Very true, very true.
And
And I think it's important to believe this, because the moment you believe that the work you're doing is valuable, then you are able to translate it into others. Otherwise, if you yourself are lacking belief or passion, it's not going to reach the other person however much you try. So
absolutely,
this belief is very important.
very true. So, Trupti, tell me, how have you evolved both personally and professionally by doing this program?
Yes, of course, ma'am. Like every other girl who has, or boy who has been through ICBI, I don't remember a single person who has not evolved. Whether I was part of the class, getting trained by trainers then, or whether as a trainer, I was also training in ICBI for a few years. So every single person who was there, I have seen them evolve. So definitely, there is something powerful in this program that helps every individual evolve. It definitely gives them more self-worth, and for me, it has been more clarity, and you can also say more intelligent emotionally. So overall a stronger person. So that was my personal growth during those years, maybe. Professionally, like I already mentioned, ma'am, I don't think I would want to go back to a corporate. So there, the exposure or the opportunities that I've got through this, see whether working in a corporate and training the executives there, or whether we are working with an NGO and trying to add some spark with underprivileged children, or working with students and building their emotional and social capabilities, or with individuals in their journeys. And so much variety is there. I don't think I would have got it if I were doing what I was doing. So I'm glad and I'm very grateful for this.
I think ICBI being the number one brand in the image consulting space, I can vouch for this fact that all the people who have taken this profession seriously and who have really worked hard in this industry of becoming an image consultant and a soft skills trainer, who have seriously worked on themselves. I mean, for them, this industry, there has been no looking back in this industry.
Yes, yes.
So all those people who have really worked hard, who have invested on themselves, who have fire in their belly, I mean, they are doing wonderfully well in this industry.
Yeah, very true, very true.
So somebody like you and many other image consultants and soft skills trainers, I mean, for them, life has been a wonder. I mean, there has been a 360-degree change.
Yes, I agree. I agree, ma'am. Yes.
So, I mean, I am sure that for you also, this must be like a wonderful journey and a remarkable experience.
It has been. I mean, there have been so many years that I've put into this, and I am all every day I'm looking forward to what next, what tomorrow, for the days ahead. So definitely, it's very motivating to be part of this industry.
Absolutely. So, can you share one of your more than a paycheck experience where you felt it was worth becoming an image consultant?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. I will. So this was really, really long back when I just started doing children's programs. So this is a particular case of one of the child that I worked one-on-one with. Um, he had attended one of my workshops, and then the parent, approached me to continue further one-on-one. So I was working with the child who was a social, who had social anxiety, a pre-teenager, and was awkward with guests, would not want to play with friends, and would not like to go down much. So that was when I started working with him, and I started developing those programs then. So I'm also thankful for that experience because that's when I put in so much hard work to develop those programs. So I started working on his personal effectiveness, goals, on a lot of things from inside out, the actual inside out that we talk about, and his social skills, emotional skills. And it was a long program because this is not something that you can do in 1 or 2 days, So this we worked for over a year. Then one day his mom came to my home to meet me, and she was very eager to share something. So I was very curious to know what happened. And she came and she showed me her pictures in her phone. So pictures of this boy who had gone to his school trip, which he had never wanted to go ever before. Not just a trip, an overnight journey somewhere, some faraway trip with all the other boys and laughing and smiling. And she was like, her tears in her eyes welled up, and it touched my heart. And honestly, I also choked a little bit on that. But that's one thing I will never forget, that my eyes opened up that this is real work, and this is something that I am changing this person for good. And if I do more of this, there is no end. There is no end. So this was definitely one of the more than a paycheck moments. So there are many such, but this was the first one. So very, very special to my heart.
It's really amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So this must be like something which is so satisfying. I
Very,
think
very.
you've already earned your money there without, I mean, even saying something
Yeah.
more than that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the fact that she came with so much gratitude, I felt gratitude that she wanted to share this with me. It was amazing, just beautiful.
Sometimes, I mean, even when you say something like that, I mean, you just feel that you've just earned something which is beyond money.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Money
Because
just
see, money
becomes
is
a
there.
byproduct. It's just secondary. I mean, more than anything else, it's just that feeling of satisfaction that is more rewarding.
True, very true. So yes, money was there. Money has always been there, and it does flow. But this was something totally different, and this makes you realize that you are capable to touch so many lives in such a positive manner,
So true.
and that goes much beyond money anytime. So that becomes then secondary.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that is why we always feel, and I always see that, there are so many people who feel that who have this belief that I really want to be in this industry where I want to help people change their life.
Mm.
So that passion, that inclination, I mean, I have seen so many people leaving their jobs at such a senior level,
Yeah.
and they are so passionate about just coming in this industry because they are in love with this industry, primarily because this industry enables them to feel empowered about the fact that they will be able to help people change their life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is the
Yes.
beauty of this industry, nothing else.
I know. So even when I was training with ICBI, I remember there were these women in their 50s or who were so passionate to learn. And
Hmm.
I was amazed. I was just amazed. So, like, as a trainer, one great thing is that you get to learn so much from the people that you train. So, every single one of them has taught me something, I can definitely say. And I saw the passion that they were coming from. Whether they were homemakers or whether they are senior people in corporate, like you mentioned, there was that spark of doing something new.
The best thing about being an ICBL is that you have women, you have men who are between the age group of 18 years to 75 years.
Yeah. Yes, very true.
You
Yeah.
have people who are on a sabbatical, somebody who's a homemaker, somebody who's a doctor, somebody who's a scientist, somebody who's an engineer like you, somebody who's a
Yeah.
teacher, an air hostess, a cabin crew, a pilot. I mean, from any industry, you just name it. We have some people from every industry.
Yeah, very true.
I don't think that we have left any industry.
So
So every
amazing, ma'am.
background, every
I must
industry.
congratulate you for this, definitely. Thank you so much and congratulations.
We have doctors also, we have gynecs, we have dentists, we have people from every industry who are a part and parcel of ICBI. But they have
Yes,
left
yes.
that industry just to be a part of ICBI and this fraternity.
Yeah. Because be what industry they are from, it doesn't matter ultimately. So you mentioned doctors, and I remembered one assignment that I addressed. So there was this doctor for bariatric surgery, and all his patients are going through lot of body image issues, of
Hmm.
course. So I had to address that huge crowd of people. So whatever the point is that whatever the industry is, this is something that would be needed anywhere, right? So that is probably the reason we have people who are coming in from so many different industries.
So true. Absolutely. Bang on.
Yeah.
Perfect. So tell me, Trupti, how do you stay relevant in today's times? Because I feel that that is something which is very, very important. So
Yes.
what helps you to stay updated?
I think this reminds me of my daughter. She tells me, Mama, you should learn this. Mama, you should learn how to make a YouTube channel. Mama, you
Hmm.
should do this. Mama, you should do that. Then I'm like, okay, thank
And
you.
how old
So
is she?
she's 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
So she's teaching me. So yes, yeah, I have been reading up a lot and attending a few webinars, workshops to keep myself updated because now that we're all so digitally inclined, we have to learn how to use social media, how to do digital marketing, how to make a video. So I think Impa came up with a lot of nice these workshops through the year, which some of them I attended and learned from fellow consultants or other industry experts, and that was nice. I also attended an emotional intelligence program, so I'm upping my in the areas that I'm interested in, or something that will help me personally or professionally.
Hmm.
So I think that's how I'm trying to stay relevant.
Absolutely. And I think that is
And
the
yes,
key
of
because
course, all the programs have to be online. So earlier we were doing everything physical, all the activities were offline. Now we have to
it's
sit and
easier
work
now.
and how do we may do this online? Okay, so I'm learning from all my partners that I work with. So it's amazing to go through all of this.
So I think it's much more easier to connect on the online platform now and do all these classes online. So much more
Yeah.
convenient, right?
It is convenient for a few things, and sometimes we miss the physical presence of people.
Absolutely.
So there are two ways to it, ma'am.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
There is nothing that can match the physical touch.
Oh
However,
yes, definitely.
that convenience factor is definitely much more and much better in terms of the online platform, because
Convenience.
the travel time gets saved and all those other factors also come into play. So those things are much
Every day,
more at
every day
ease.
I'm getting ready for my workshop, and people in my home ask me, "Are you going somewhere?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to work in the other room."
True,
So it's
true,
like,
true. Absolutely. So this is the new normal for all of us.
yeah,
One
that's what
room
it
to
is.
the other, that's like your workplace.
Yeah, that's the travel time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what have you planned for yourself in the next 5 years, barring the lockdown situation? I mean, I'm not counting the lockdown years.
Yeah, we don't know how long this is going to take
True,
for
true,
sure.
true.
Yeah, so definitely I would like to have or do more international projects. That has been on my mind, and I think now because of this learning that we've had during this time, I have understood that it's possible, and that is why I want to explore more on that in that area now. And of course, I've been working with collabs with different experts in different areas. So maybe someday in the future, I would want to have them all under one umbrella and maybe have some kind of you know a company that has everything, something like that. Let's
Mhm.
see. I don't know for now.
At least there are plans.
Yes, yes, there are plans all year.
Great. So, if you have plans, it will definitely get implemented.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Great. And what is, so this is the last question that we've come to. What is your message for all the aspiring image consultants, and what is that one piece of advice that you would like to give to them?
Okay, surely. Like I've worked with a lot of aspiring consultants. I always say this. So, however trite or banal it sounds, but there is no substitute for hard work. So, give your heart and soul to whatever you're doing. Take the knowledge that ICBI is giving you, or wherever you're getting it from. Just take in everything, imbibe it, become someone who can reflect through their work, and I think then the world is your oyster. You can choose whatever you want to do, whatever you like to do. So keep learning and stay focused.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Shruti. It was lovely interacting with you. We've not had
Thank you, ma'am, for having me.
discussion at such great length ever, but it was
Yeah,
great having a one-to-one with you like this. And
yes,
I think we should meet now whenever the lockdown situation opens up,
definitely,
and
ma'am.
we should have a great interaction even then.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Thank you so much, ICBI. Thank you, ma'am, for having me. It was so wonderful to talk to you.
All the very best, Shruti, and wish you all the luck in future.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone who has joined in to watch this. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Until then, this is Trupti and Suman Agarwal signing off. Thank you.